Back at the bus, back at it again with a episode review. We are here for season 4 of Invincible. What a way to get us started. I feel like now we've got 2 separate plots going on here, and we kind of got to switch back and forth between what's going on with Invincible and Eve and the gang, and then we've got to also talk about what's going on with
Allen.
Yeah. So we start everything off with everything after the destruction of everything that happened in season 3, and it seems like Invincible's going through it for the most part. There's still monsters everywhere, there's still villains everywhere, and it seems like everybody's kind of tired of going through the motions with the added pressure of the fact that everything that happened before was essentially because of Invincible. So it seems like everything is kind of taking its toll, not only on him, but Oliver, Mom, Eve. And then on top of that, everybody seems to have their own problems. Eve, her powers aren't working for most of the episodes. We seem to see what may be causing that at the end of episode 3. Oliver's trying to come into his own as a young superhero. Mom's got a whole ass relationship.
What did they show that is the cause of her powers?
I don't know. Now, I guess they didn't confirm that it was the cause of her powers going down, but like, she's pregnant.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be fucking nuts. Because ain't nobody got time for that. What the fuck is up with y'all?
Yeah.
Y'all both super powered. Y'all working superheroes. Y'all, if anybody don't got time for that, it's y'all.
Facts.
Strap it the fuck up, Mark. You so now you so detail oriented, and you just had to murder a man because you couldn't wait a few extra fucking seconds. But you got you over here slipping up like that.
Yeah, bro. When it comes to Invincible, he's also starting to realize that, like, bro, some of these dudes just gotta die. Like, I know I don't want to kill people, but man, fuck. Some of these people just want to die.
Omni-Man. Once he starts letting that go, he's getting closer and closer to what Nolan was. Right?
Yeah.
Starting to realize Nolan's rationale, which is not good for Earth. Does not bode well for Earth.
Thanks.
I do think we're approaching somewhat of an inflection for Mark, which we've thought that has come a couple times, right? That when he had to fight with his dad or Conquest, now it's like, all right, he's starting to take a turn. Like his attitude is changing. Like he's starting to rationalize the violence. Like if I just go harder and stop it now, it won't happen. Like that's what we on right now is an escalation chain. Right, like you start to make an action to try to make the violent action cease, and that only invites a bigger reaction from whoever it is you're fighting, and it'll never stop. Like you will never be able to make a swing hard enough to cease the violence. And so that's the real truth of it all, is that you have to realize early on is that once you're on the wheel, it's almost impossible to get off. And so if you start down that road of, all right, well, just one kill here and I'll be able to save thousands of lives. Well, that one kill will turn into 10, and that 10 will turn into 100. But hey, at least we saved thousands, so it doesn't matter. And hey, maybe we killed 1,000, but we saved millions. And you will continue to just drag that rationale out as far as will allow you to. So. He's on a slippery slope right now, and he recognizes it, right? Like he goes home and cries to Eve every time he almost kills somebody. So
right.
I don't think he feels particularly good about it either.
Facts. The whole situation is just putting a toll on everybody, and because he's essentially about to change now into somebody who understands that some of these motherfuckers gotta die. Yeah, so he basically punches through the guy's face to ensure that they don't have.
I think that shield was gonna hold, man. I think that motherfucking shield was gonna hold, and he was just stuck in his. Oh, if I killed Angstrom, this is not fucking Angstrom. Just hold on, man. Relax. Nope, took his ass the fuck out.
Now the shield might have held, but regardless, Robot is out here coughing up Sequids. So like.
Right,
there might still be some out there.
You really killed Buddy for no reason. If we're just keeping it honest, you did that for no reason. Even from the not just from the standpoint of, all right, well, Bulletproof was approaching, he could have got it there to, stabilize dude and get him out, especially since he was the first guy. He was the astronaut that y'all went up there to save initially.
Yeah.
So this all started with trying to recover him, and you just obliterated his head. And then on top of that, you didn't actually stop the Sequid invasion by killing him. We had to kill one more that was stuck inside of Rudy's gut. So again, we keep making these rationalizations and narrowing our scope on what is a win and a loss. Yeah, you will set yourself up to continue to do worse and worse things because you're not really taking into account what those decisions did, what impact they had. You're only looking for the positive to try and justify the action that you made. So,
yeah. Do you have any thoughts about Machine Head and Titan and how Mark fucking went off on Titan?
That's another example of how he's starting. Yeah, that's another example of how he's starting to turn. Because what the fuck? First of all, Mark, you better be lucky you a motherfucking Viltrumite, or at least have Viltrumite, because we be getting all over your ass. Somebody need to find some kryptonite for him. Like I have never rooted for Cecil more, other than the whole Conquest thing. That is just batshit stupid. It's dumb. If you couldn't hold him, and clearly you couldn't hold him, what was the fucking point? Kill that bastard. Now you sent one of their strongest soldiers back to their fleet before they come and invade Earth. It was by far one of the dumbest things I've ever seen Cecil do. What is not dumb is finding a way to neutralize Mark. It's just not. Like, if we could find a way to put another one of those fucking headache things inside his head, you need to get it there. Like, I can't express to you how important that would be to have this guy on Earth full time, even if you repel the Viltrumites, and not have an answer for if he decides he wants Earth for himself. Or if he decides the best thing for Earth is for him to be in control of it. The safest thing for Earth is for him to be in control of it. You cannot leave a single one of these powered individuals free reign above any type of reproach.
Yeah.
That's what you did with Omni-Man, and look where it went. Look where it led you. So, that you can't be understated, man. Like, he's already showing signs of rationalizing the worst things that you can do for what he deems to be a greater good.
Yeah.
So if he got anything else in the tuck, you need to go ahead and pull it out now. Matter of fact, if he get his hands on that sickness, I think he'll keep him a vial.
1,000%. No, he has to
somewhere.
But at that point, you're not just doing that for Invincible. You're doing that for literally all of them.
Vertimites, yeah.
I gotta say, I feel bad for Titan, not for nothing, because he has to work for Machine Head yet again, trying to get out of the game. Man.
All I wanted was somebody. First of all, Machine Head set the whole shit up, so that's really the bullshit of it all. Yeah, like Yang was never trying to get him. Titan was never trying to get Yang. Excuse me. Woo, yeah, my bad. Woo and Titan were never really after each other. Titan or Machine Head just told them that they was, so that they'll both be back in the fucking council. And then, right, I'm calling Invincible Eek. I want Invincible, but I understand you busy. You sent your brother. I swear to God, if I get my hands on that sickness and I'm Titan, I'm putting it in your fucking drink. This is the second time that you'd impress me, bro.
Yeah.
For nothing else but trying to stop an assassination or stop people from killing my daughter, my family, and my wife. Like, fuck, hey, we might just jump you. Cuz
yeah,
we might just jump you. I'm gonna go get Spaceman Dave's family, and we gonna jump your ass.
Damn,
he really is just doing. He's don't fuck with my family. I ain't nobody fuck with you. Sent him. You sent him here. I put in an order, and you sent him.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Maybe you can get Lou, Spaceman Dave, and then them aliens that age really quickly. You know, them aliens is gonna want to be
all the ones that tried. Yeah. Man, they poor guys. Poor guys. But they fucked around and said, no, y'all, we just gonna keep these niggas now. And y'all can't get back over here.
Facts.
Shut down the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they was fucking them up. They was
Mm-hmm.
fucking them up.
Crazy. On the other side of things, we've got Nolan talking to Allen about everything going on with the Viltrumites, how he was brought up with the Viltrumites, and then how the virus happened. Right? He's telling them the story about how this virus basically took out all the Viltrumites. Lo and
So
behold,
many of them niggas, though, like they
yes,
lost an entire civilization. They are
yes,
fighting with a single platoon. So if niggas really knew that all this time, they'd have been wiped out. It'd have been
mm-hmm.
over. They're basically already extinct now because their breeding cycles are encouraging inbredness. Their family ties are so closely knit at this point now that they're basically inbreeding to
Well, either
try
that
and
or
repopulate.
trying to find other
Or
civilizations
yeah,
that
and
might work with it.
that's why they're going out and trying to find other planets to propagate. But dog, it's not enough. Well,
Yeah,
maybe it's enough. We'll see. We'll see. But I think the other worlds that had been affected by Viltrumites, if they knew that they was running that thin, would have found a way.
yeah. But I guess the fact that Homeboy is the betrayer and sent a virus out to them, lo and behold, this entire
That's some
time he
crazy
sent that
shit.
virus out to them.
That's some crazy shit. I don't know if I'd be able to kill all my people now. I don't know if I'd be able to do that.
That's
But
insane. Well, I
I
guess
mean,
the
he was
point
the
of your
only
race in
sane
that
one.
instance.
He was the
Yeah.
only sane one, but still, I don't know if I'm kind of in the Nolan's camp. I completely understand where Nolan is at. It's like, yeah, they fucking up, and I really don't like what they got going on, and I'm gonna help y'all, but you can't
But I don't
ask
want no
me to
parts.
be the one. Yeah, you can't ask me to be the one because he probably still got people that he care about on Viltrumite. So on Viltrum, so
Yeah.
who
Yep.
knows?
And so, they go around, they gather all these weapons and whatnot that supposedly should be able to help them, assist them in the war. And amongst, a bunch of Allen sex jokes and, all sorts of other
Yeah, I
things.
could have did without the Seth Rogen pretending to bone.
It was funny like the first two times. And then it was like, okay, we're really
They
doing this
ran
a
that
lot.
motherfucker into the ground.
Yeah, a little too much. Now it got funny again when Nolan found out that there was a whole nother room that he could have went in the whole time, but
Yeah,
that was a little much. Anyway, Conquest, like you said earlier, returned to Viltrum to basically let Thragg know that I fucked up. I failed. I failed the mission.
I let the boy and his witch overcome me.
Obviously, that just leads to the fact that Thragg is going to be the big bad in all this.
With the crispy lineup. Well, who cutting your hair, bruh?
Why is it when I talk about it, it's crazy, but when you talk about it, it's cool?
No, he do gotta. It's crazy. I had always thought that those were just memes of Thragg, where they put him like Vision. You know how they did Vision.
Yeah.
I thought for sure they just gave this man a lineup. Why is shit so crispy like that?
I don't know.
This man?
I don't know. That's insane. And he the only one with that.
He's literally the only one. Everybody got long hair or bald or whatever the fuck. He got the crispiest lineup on Viltrum. Who is your barber?
And he's not even black. Like, it just don't. It don't make sense.
It's really fucking me up. Like, if we ever see a live action Invincible, the Thragg character is just gonna fuck my mind. It's insane.
Oh man! All right, and then
they gonna cast Channing Tatum.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
You gotta get a white boy who can rock a fade.
Oh my gosh! Please no.
They gonna get Chet Hanks.
Okay, so anyways, we're gonna move on from all of that. Eva's been going through some problems, right? Her powers. First of all, it started off as I'm making coffee and it doesn't taste as good anymore. To entire weapons that I make during fights just disintegrate, all the way to she might be pregnant and that may be the cause of it. Now, it also could be that she got her ass whooped previously, and so her powers are just disintegrating from that. But I think, let's be honest, I think it's the pregnancy.
She went back home. You realize she had to because her home is a construct that she built in a tree.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Yep.
That's why she had to go home. And then I was thinking it before she even said something. I was like, damn, how long you gonna fly? Like, god damn, what if your little boosters you just out over the ocean and the fucking boosters start going out and your constructs start melting. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, nah. I mean, it's first of all, it's kind of strange that if it is the fact that she's pregnant, is it the fact that she has a Viltrumite in her body that's like fucking up her powers or what? What's going on
her.
here?
She better go talk to Mark's mama and see what.
I was saying she didn't have no problem with this, or the
we don't know what she had. We wasn't there.
Yeah, that's a fact. I don't know, man. She's gonna have to figure this shit out because they still think she can do things. They still think she has powers. She'll have to figure that out, especially if there's a war coming.
Yeah, definitely gonna need Eve.
Yeah, yep. All right. Any other thoughts on the first 3 episodes of season 4?
Good start. Good pace. Stakes are high. We're not wasting time on filler. We are closing off plot holes that we've created through the first 3 seasons. I'm impressed on the first 3 episodes. Color me impressed. Let us know what you thought about the first 3 episodes of season 4 of Invincible. Go ahead and put it in the prompt below. Like, share, subscribe. We are here. Going to be doing these on a weekly basis, so we'll catch up with episode 4 next week. Just keep checking in with us.
Absolutely. And make sure you check out our playlist full of episode reviews. We've done pretty much every episode since I want to say the 2nd season. So make sure you check that out. And then, like you said, check in with us. We'll be doing the rest of the season from here on out. Peace.